Hello, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. Anwar has highlighted Coldplay's support for Palestine. This came after various quarters called for the cancellation of the band's concert tomorrow.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has highlighted that Coldplay is among the bands that support Palestine. This came after various quarters called for the cancellation of the British band's concert slated for tomorrow. Anwar said this in response to a question by Machang MP Wan Ahmad Faisal Wan Ahmad Kamal on the government's stance on Coldplay's concert as well as other performances. This came after Federal Territories Mufti Luqman Abdullah reportedly urged for the concert to be called off. In his response today, Anwar gave his assurance that he would discuss the matter with Luqman.
Saya akan bincang dengan Mufti apakah keadaan ini kerana ada pelobi-pelobi dari gerakan Palestin yang menyokong dan memberikan pandangan kepada Menteri Luar dan juga kepada pejabat saya, menyatakan mengapa dihalang kumpulan yang menyokong perjuangan Palestin daripada meneruskan pertunjukan. Tapi kalau perkara ini dibangkitkan kerana ada beberapa isu lain yang tidak kita setuju, itu akan saya bincang semula.
Following the announcement of Coldplay's maiden Kuala Lumpur concert, several past leaders claimed that the band had an LGBT agenda and opposed the show. The band's lead singer, Chris Martin, has been known to regularly display the rainbow flag, often regarded as a symbol of the LGBTQ rights, during concerts. In May, Anwar had welcomed Coldplay's decision to play in Malaysia.
Khairy has responded to the AGC statement that they had been consistent in their opinion of the generational endgame bill.
Khairy Jamaluddin has hit back at the Attorney General's chambers over their recent statement on the GEG bill, which is aimed at making it illegal for those born after 2007 to buy or consume nicotine products. In a recent episode of his Keluar Sekejap podcast, Khairy, who was the former health minister and architect of the bill, revealed that an officer of the AGC was also present during a meeting of the Parliamentary Special Select Committee on Health that concluded the GEG bill was not unconstitutional.
Laporan Jawatan Kuasa Pilihan Khas, Jawatan Kuasa bersetuju bahawa pelaksanaan GEG tidak bercanggah dengan Perlembagaan Persekutuan selaras dengan pandangan pakar-pakar perundangan termasuk pegawai daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, termasuk your own officer, Mr. Attorney General.
Khairy went on to name the members of the committee, including Azalina Othman Said, who is the Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Law and Institutional Reform. He said this in response to Azalina, who had said that the AGC was consistent on their stand in 2022 and also in 2023. Azalina had shared the statement from the AGC on Twitter on November 18th and said the facts spoke for itself. In the statement, the AGC said that they have been consistent since 2022 with their legal opinion that the Generational Endgame or GEG provisions in the Control of Smoking Products for Public Health Bill can be challenged in court. The AGC explained that the provisions contradicted Article 8 of the Federal Constitution, which creates unequal legal treatment between a person born before January 1st, 2007 and a person born on or after January 1st, 2007.
An MP has joined the chorus of criticism against a Chinese Muslim restaurant in KL for sacking one of its staff that wore a necklace with a cross. Kelvin Yee said the government needs to enact anti-discrimination laws.
Bandar Kuching MP Kelvin Yee has criticised the sacking of a staff member by a restaurant for wearing a necklace with a cross. In a statement, he said the move by Mon Chinese Beef Roti restaurant is highly discriminatory. Yee added that it was also against the law and a challenge to the freedom of religion in Malaysia. According to the Borneo Post, Yee said that non-Muslims are allowed to prepare halal food as long as the requirements are met. He added the restaurant should have instead released a statement assuring the public that all guidelines on halal food preparations were being strictly followed. He said there's no need to resort to sacking an honest worker who is simply exercising his right to express his faith. Yee also expressed concern over rising racial and religious intolerance in Malaysia, where diversity was no longer respected. In view of this, the MP urged Putrajaya to enact anti-discrimination laws and provide better education on discrimination. Previously, the restaurant claimed that it had terminated a staff member who wore a necklace bearing a cross after a video depicting the staff had gone viral. It added the hiring of the staff was a mistake because they did not perform adequate background checks. A spokesperson for the restaurant said they have 4 staff from China and a local, all Chinese Muslims. Following this, the restaurant had received brickbats online for discrimination, with some netizens urging the terminated worker to sue.
Wan Azri or Papagomo has 14 days to enter an appearance in court against a defamation suit by Fahmi Fadzil. A notification of the suit against him was published by an English daily today.
Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fadzil has resorted to a newspaper listing as a substituted service for his defamation suit against blogger Wan Muhammad Azri Wan Deris, who is also known as Papagomo. The Kuala Lumpur High Court had allowed Fahmi's bid for a substituted service 2 weeks ago after his legal team were unable to serve copies of the suit to Wan Azri. The suit is over Wan Azri's allegations that Fahmi gave a political talk in a Rawang mosque. When contacted today, Fahmi's counsel Ashik Ali Seti Alivi confirmed that the civil court allowed the bid on November 6th. The lawyer added that a notification of the suit against Wan Azri was published by an English daily today as part of the court order. Wan Azri has 14 days to enter an appearance in court against Fahmi's defamation suit. On September 5th, Fahmi had filed the defamation suit over the mosque political talk claim against Wan Azri, as well as independent speaker Ahmad Duzuki Abdul Rani and the owner of the Facebook account N13 Kuang, Muhammad Fauzan Maslan. Bernama reported Fahmi's statement of claim as alleging that the 3 defendants had published defamatory words by accusing him of abusing a place of worship to campaign for an election and acted contrary to the Selangor ruler's orders. Fahmi contended that the statements were baseless and the Selangor Islamic Religious Council had confirmed that he did not give any political speech. He claimed the statements were aimed at defaming his good name in order to gain cheap publicity or create a sensation in the national political arena, as well as to tarnish his reputation as an MP and minister.
Bersih's new steering committee held its first meeting last night to discuss the way forward after the unexpected resignation of its chairperson, Thomas Fan, on Sunday. They announced that they will be holding an election to fill the vacant post.
The Coalition for Clean and Fair Elections, Bersih, said a by-election will be held as soon as is practicable to fill the vacancy of its chairperson. This came after Thomas Fan resigned 2 days ago, citing a vote of no confidence shortly after his re-election to the chairperson post. In a statement this morning, Bersih said the new steering committee expressed its sincere gratitude to all members of the previous SC and Fan for the efforts they put in to steer Bersih through the tumultuous political period since GE14 till now, overseeing 4 prime ministers in 5 years, 1 general election and multiple state elections and by-elections. It added that Fan had explained his decision to resign and the SC understands and respects his decision. Fan took over as Bersih chairperson from Maria Chin Abdullah in October 2018. On Sunday, Fan said he had tendered his resignation as although he won uncontested for another term, 4 of 5 members of his team lost to the rival faction led by Wong Yan Ker. He said from the official statements of the 2 teams that contested in the election, it was also clear that 2 visions of Bersih were offered. His team campaigned on continuity to evolve Bersih into a people's institution, while the opposing team pushed for restoration of Bersih to its roots as a people's movement, presumably with organising protests as one of its main tools to connect with the grassroots, the people. Fan gave his assurance that he will remain to ensure a smooth transition of responsibilities to the new SC and chairperson.
The MOF has stressed that insufficient retirement savings is a serious issue among EPF contributors. According to them, around 48% of contributors below the age of 55 have less than 10,000 ringgit in their accounts.
The Finance Ministry has revealed that 6.3 million members under the age of 55, or 48%, have less than 10,000 ringgit in their accounts as of September 30th. In a written reply posted on the Parliament website yesterday, the Ministry said that insufficient savings in Employees Provident Fund (EPF) is at a serious level. The Ministry said the figure rose from 4.7 million members, or 37% recorded in April 2020 before the introduction of COVID-19 related special withdrawals. It said that with savings less than 10,000 ringgit, members are expected to have a retirement income of less than 42 ringgit per month for a period of 20 years. It added that additional withdrawals from Account 1 also have a long-term effect, namely a significant reduction in retirement savings among EPF members. The Ministry said this in response to a question on the government's initiative to address the issue of insufficient retirement savings among the people, compounded by the large informal sector and a higher dependency ratio. The Ministry said the issue is taken seriously, especially considering that the country is facing a rapidly aging population, which is expected to have a significant impact on the nation and people in terms of the economy, productivity, social welfare, quality of life and health. In Budget 2024, the government has announced an increase in the matching grant limit under the Aisaraan program from 300 to 500 ringgit per year, subject to a maximum limit of 5,000 ringgit for each eligible individual throughout their lifetime.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.